Yo, thanks for checking out my video. Here, I'll do my best to deliver you all of the noteworthy free PC games this week. But before we jump in, I have a really important message from this video sponsor, my grandmother. She says, go get a real job, you f***ing donkey. Okay, and with that out of the way, we start on the Epic Store where you can still claim The Outer Worlds and Thief this week. The Outer Worlds is the award-winning single-player RPG from Obsidian Entertainment and Private Division. You're lost in this transit while on a colonist ship bound for the furthest edges of the galaxy, and you awake some years later only to find yourself in the midst of a deep conspiracy threatening to destroy something or another. To be fair, the idea is great, the graphics are decent, and the story is not too bad. Plus, considering its amazing asking price of $0, it's actually a pretty good deal. And alongside The Outer Worlds, you can also claim Thief, a game I have a bit of a weird relationship with. The idea of a stealth action-adventure game in this amazing setting is automatically a win for me. But I thought the story was as dry as my first relationship, Sahara Desert level of dryness. Strangely enough, it's sitting in with mostly positive reviews, but those people are mostly wrong, and it's only worth it at a low price of $0, which funny enough, it is. Interestingly enough, the Epic Store have hidden a freebie away from the public eye. But considering we are homies and I do good research, I found another freebie that's not even released as of yet. The Epic Store are giving away Return Alive, which in fairness hasn't been released on Steam as of yet. It's a top-down, post-apocalyptic looter shooter, set in a world where resources are as scarce as the money in my bank account. It seems from my quick view to be a typical looter shooter game where players can utilize a variety of loadouts, including different characters, weapons, battle suits, and so on and so forth. If you're into that, then you'll probably have a lot of fun with the Return Alive. By the way, if you wanna stay up to date on free games and get them served to you in this quick and quirky setting, then do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button with your forehead. Thank you. Oh, and links to all of the games mentioned in this video are in the description and they take you straight to the deal, so no googling required. That's the high quality type of service that I like to provide. Starting next week on the Epic Store, you can also get your hands on Ghostrunner, which offers a unique single player experience. It's fast-paced, violent combat and an original setting that blends science fiction with the post-apocalyptic themes. It tells the story of a world that has already ended and its inhabitants who fight to survive. To be fair, it makes you feel like a robot ninja high on coke with a rocket up your ass. 10 out of 10 would they use that rocket again. I feel that Ghostrunner is a perfect game for people who enjoy semi-hardcore games for speedruns or no-death challenges. Here, there's more than enough opportunities for that. For everyone else, it could be a hit or a miss, but I suggest claiming it nonetheless and taking it out for a spin to form your own opinion. You don't have to do it right away, just park it in your digital library for some time in the future. Now, I want to leave the Epic Store and head on over to Steam, where Ark Survival, arguably one of the most toxic places on the internet, is free to play for a limited time. I call this game the best Australia simulator ever. Everything kills you, all the time, so very nice. If you're in the hunt for a survival game where you use your brain to either kill or tame the primeval creatures and ex-girlfriends roaming the lands, then this bad boy's for you. Usually when games start off with me being semi-naked on the beach with my foot stuck in a coconut, it reminds me of a holiday in Thailand some years ago. I started off the night at a bar with Rebecca and I woke up on the beach semi-naked with Roberto. If you know, you know. Oh, if you want to hear more about that story, then let me know in the comment section. Another limited freebie is Ripout, which is an online co-op horror FPS game that'll have players fight their way through procedurally generated derelict ships filled with mutants capable of reconfiguring their alien bodies. I needed to read this a few times just to make sure I understood. Here, you'll survive with your trusty pet gun companion and collect loot and customize your characters to fit your specific playstyle. It's sitting in with mostly positive reviews, with the recent reviews bumping it down to mixed, but it happens for the best of us. We have another free-to-play game until the 9th of January, which is Elder Scrolls Online. And if you didn't know, Elder Scrolls Online is the award-winning online RPG game by Bethesda. Here, you get to battle, craft, steal, and explore and combine different types of equipment and abilities to create your very own style of play. And you know what's even better? There's no damn subscriptions required. The Elder Scrolls Online is currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam, and out of all of the MMO games that I've played, this one's community is the one that makes me want to kill myself the least, and for that it deserves a spot in today's video. The next game I want your eyeballs on is Monarch First Light, which is a lane defense game where you control a monarch while expanding your kingdom and defend against evil by strategically managing gold resources, recruiting diverse units, and exploring a world filled with mythical threats. It's a super funky looking game with great graphics and that add an interesting flavor, but keep in mind the First Light is actually a prologue to the game Monarch. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It'll allow you to take it out for a test drive and see if that flavor is something for you. The full game is sitting in with a not so heavy hitting discount of 20% if you wanna get your hands on that. Next up, we have a game for the real big brain strategy boys among us, not for the wannabes out there. The learning curve is as steep as the COVID infection numbers from mid-19. It's like an 89-degree angle, but it's also kinda worth it. Hearts of Iron 4 is currently free to play for a limited time, but just a warning, because from the review page I can see that people are putting in thousands of hours into this game. So if you have like a job or a family, like responsibilities, and you want to get rid of all of those and you want to downgrade your social skills, then my boy, this is for you. A quick heads up for Wizarre, which is a turn-based multiplayer game. Here you have to build and customize your team of wizards, select from over 100 different spells, and manage your time and mana to win each and every fight. You get to play with friends or compete against other players and climb the global leaderboards across various devices because it has crossplay support. It is for sure giving me Worms vibe, if any of you guys remember that bad boy, and that is not a bad thing. So I suggest if you ever had the opportunity to play Worms, then you should try this bad boy out, and if you didn't try Worms, then you should also try this bad boy out. By the way, I created a Discord channel for your beautiful people where I throw up any deals that I find during the week, and it would be cool if you wanna hang out with me. I've left the link in the description if you wanna jump in. Don't feel obliged, but the door is open. The last game of the week has a bit of a weird wording, and the developer is saying as follows. People think battles need powerful weapons, but strategy at hand is key. The story follows a rookie adventurer and a new healer in a dungeon quest, where the core gameplay involves hand-picking methods using weapons and items. Fight or purify, heal or alter. The choice is in your hands. To be honest, it's a bit late on a Friday and I have absolutely no idea what the hell it is that I'm reading. But from what I can see, the gameplay isn't particularly difficult in itself. It seems to be just a linear and straightforward puzzle game where solving puzzles requires some fighting, the use of weapons, shield and armor. So in fairness, solve the puzzle, finish the story, get one of the multiple endings, try again, rinse and repeat. It should take you around 2 hours to complete if you have a few brain cells left to juggle around with. And that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, why not? Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.